Hey guys, Ivy here, and today I'm gonna be bringing you a commentary about why I've been inactive for so long. Um, it's just a simple gameplay. It's FFA Ballista before patch, I think. It's like 30 and 9, something like that. But yeah, this is basically just why I've been inactive for so long, which I apologize for. Um, but basically, I've been extremely busy with like work, school, homework, virtual school, and just like a shit ton of other stuff. So basically, just like a lot of stuff going on at the same fucking time. But like, just let me break it down for you, because I mean, like last year I got bad grades on my final report card, and I ended up getting like two or three Fs, and I actually failed a semester of one of my classes. So my mom saw that report card and flipped shit and said basically that I can only play during the weekends, but I can't play at all during the week. So I have basically a total maximum of about 12 hours a week to hit clips, that being said, which on paper seems like a lot to play video games, and to regular people it seems like a lot, but when you're playing it and you really get into it and you're going for clips, it's like nothing. So basically, on top of that, my mom said, and quote unquote, and since you only play on the weekends, or since you can only play on the weekends, there's no point in having the router in your room, so I'm bringing it back into the living room where everyone can use it. And because I did have a wired connection, which was like perfect, and but yeah, so basically, the 2 days that I can actually play, I have to deal with fucking Ethiopian McDonald's connection. So it's literally so bad that if I'm laying on my bed 2 feet away from my Xbox, I can't connect on my iPod. Like legitimately, if I'm on Facebook or something, like it takes probably at least 5 minutes to completely load something. And but thank fucking Jesus, she's finally bringing a router back into my room, so I don't have to deal with this anymore. But also, guys, I did get a job finally. So yeah, I do work at Domino's usually around like 4 days a week, which I'm pretty stoked about. It pays like $7.79 an hour, but I mean, hey, it's a job, and I mean now that I'm used to it, it's really not as hard as it was the first week. So I actually enjoy working, and I mean I'd gladly work extra hours if I can or when I can. And I mean I've only worked for about 2.5, 3 weeks, and I've actually gotten tips and compliments on how well of a job I'm doing. But yeah, I'm getting a little off topic, but it's all good. So, I'd say another reason I haven't been as active as I should be is because, as you may or may not know, NSL Hoagie stepped down as NSL leader, and I didn't get overall leader after he stepped down when I felt like I deserved it. My plans for NSL leader were to do like a 20k team Taj, have an RC, kick the shitty players, and basically up the standards to give NSL a better name. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. And I literally had about 6 people PM Hoagie on Skype and tell him that I deserved leader, and I didn't even ask them to. They did it on their own free will. And from what I remember, a good majority of them were actually NSL recruits from before I rejoined. But yeah, Hoagie still ended up giving leader to Poser, who was an editor, and he honestly wasn't the greatest at motion tracking. It kind of slid and whatever is really stupid looking, not gonna lie. And but he ended up quitting around 2 weeks of being leader and passed leadership on to Glide and Angels. And I don't really have a problem with Glide really, but I mean Angels, just no, dude, just no. I'm actually surprised that Glide is doing a good job, to be honest. So kudos to him. He's actually doing what I wanted to do to NSL, from what I can tell. And yeah, but anyways, I ended up leaving NSL because I didn't get leader. So after that, I didn't have a team to put content out on, so I was really unmotivated to hit clips. And another part of me being so inactive is because I'm starting my own team called Isolate. And starting your own team is a big responsibility, honestly. Probably more than I would have had as NSL leader. I mean, NSL already has a fan base, subs, players, and are an entire full team, obviously. And whereas starting your own team, you need to get players who are willing to join a team who's more concerned about skill of the team as a whole than like subscribers, which is really hard to come by these days. And it's like you need to build everything from the ground up. Basically, it's more work than you'd expect. So I've been more concerned about recruiting and building the team and hitting clips myself. And me and ISO JV are overall leaders, and we are recruiting. We're looking for GFX, feeders, editors, trick shotters, and comp players. I mean, as far as comp, we have both comp sniping and MLG teams. So if anyone knows any free agents, send me their Skype contacts or just tell them to PM me on Skype or give them my contact, whatever. But all in all, that's pretty much why I've been so inactive lately. And sorry this commentary ended up being longer than I expected it to be. But thanks for listening this far, guys. I mean, it's been Ivy, so take care.